What's up, you guys? So today I'm going to film a get ready with me and just talk to you guys. I really don't know where my channel is going. All I know is I love talking about anything and everything involving my Adderall journey. If I could help anyone feel a little bit less alone, then I have fulfilled my purpose. So I have no structure to this video. I'm just gonna make myself feel better and do some self-care. Today was the eclipse. I live in one of the states where we were able to see the eclipse in its totality, and it was so beautiful, y'all. I literally thought I was going to be summoned by the aliens or something. It was just out of this world. Let me try to actually get ready while talking to y'all. I've just been feeling really crusty lately. My hair is clean for the most part, but I'm just gonna use this dry shampoo. It's the best one from Dry Bar, the Detox Dry Shampoo Travel Size. Y'all would really help me out if you commented below what exactly you want me to go more in depth in regards to Adderall and quitting. I could talk about the subject for hours. I just don't know what would be the most beneficial topics to touch on. Let's just call it my 3-year Adderall-free update. It's been a couple years since I've actually quit, and I just want to inform you guys what exactly that looks like being 3 years Adderall-free, because I wish I had someone that would have given me that insight, because when you're in the thick of it, you just don't know how you're going to move on with your life, basically. I'll talk about struggles that I'm still facing today and solutions and things like that. So if you haven't seen my other videos, I highly encourage you to watch those just because you'll have more context, and I've talked about this topic a few times. But the biggest reason why I was so dependent on Adderall was, for starters, just going to college, and secondly, work. I worked at a performance-based job in Los Angeles, so in a nutshell, there was a lot of pressure and I couldn't afford to just quit and see what it would be like if I continue to keep up my performance at work. I ended up getting fired from my job because of COVID, this and that, so I was in a position where I could actually quit Adderall because I had no job to perform well at. So fast forward to now. I've worked 2 jobs Adderall-free, you guys, and the first job that I got, I was working for, I guess you would call it a boutique social media agency, where it was run by, one woman, and she had me and another associate of hers that would manage accounts. And my biggest takeaways from that role, you guys, I lasted a little bit over a year, and again, mind you, this was Adderall free. It was quite the adjustment to work without medication, but this wasn't as much performance based as it was just creating the content. And I will say, having a job that involves creating and just showing up is 10 times better than having a sales job or something that involves high pressure, because you really have to kind of start over once you quit. So long story short, I ended up leaving that job because it wasn't a good fit for me anymore, and I knew that there were just better things out there for me, to be honest. So I ended up leaving that job, but I faced a lot of truths because I was under the spell of Adderall for so many years. I wasn't able to really face a lot of the limiting beliefs that I had. I wasn't even aware of it. So for instance, I had to speak up for myself and to be my own advocate and to do it scared, because I remember a lot of times when I was working that sales job on Adderall, if I had a presentation, I would use the Adderall because it would give me that boost of confidence. If I had to confront a friend or someone, go on a date even, you guys, I would always, pop a Vyvanse, and that was just my safety blanket. But when you take that away, it was scary because I had to face these demons. Again, that's my whole purpose for this channel, because despite it being scary, you don't have to do it alone. But I felt like I was alone when I was going through all that because I had no one to talk to or who could even relate to what I was going through, So I had to speak up to my boss whenever boundaries were crossed. I had to speak up for myself and defend myself when I felt like something wasn't right. And that was the first time I had to do that, but really feel the weight of it. Because when you're on Adderall, you don't feel all your emotions. At least I didn't. I was really numb for the last couple of years being on it, to where things didn't faze me as much as they would if I were off of it. I love my parents, but just truth be told, told. Like, I adopted that submissive, non-confrontational behavior from my immigrant parents. However, in circumstances where I need to be more in my masculine and speak up for myself, it was fucking terrifying. But now I'm at a place where it's still scary to speak up for myself, but I'll do it regardless. I literally can't go to sleep at night if something is not right in the workplace, my relationships. That's just something that happens. So going off of that, you guys, this is like the biggest thing that I'm dealing with to this day, being like 3 years on my sober journey, is sleep. However, preface this by saying I have come such a long way with my sleep in general, you guys. Like, I went from taking hydroxyzine, melatonin, CBD gummies, you name it, anything to just knock my ass out, to cancel out the effects of the Vyvanse. Like, I've taken it just to fall asleep at night. At most, I will take like a CBD gummy, but that's it. Like, I don't take any prescription medication. But with that being said, you guys, every once in a while I will have an episode of insomnia where I can't sleep. It's the most challenging moments for me, y'all, when I have to go to work and I have no sleep. I kind of had like expectations, like, okay, I'm 3 years Adderall-free, so that means that I should be Gucci. Like, I should be able to go to sleep every night. And that is true for the most part. But there will be nights where I can't. And I just have to remind myself that it's okay, because this is a journey and every day is not going to be perfect. The job that I have currently, I do social media in plastic surgery, and I am so thankful for my job. You know, my coworkers respect me, I respect them, I have my own office, like a bunch of great perks. But it's one of those things, you guys, I feel like if you have ADHD, you can relate to this. And maybe it's just the climate of where we are in society, but working a 9-to-5 job, and my job is actually more, it's like 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. So I'm at work by like 7:45 in the morning, Monday through Friday. Having a job like that where you have to be at in an office all day, 5 days a week with someone that has like a hyperactive mind, it's honestly like torture. I'm pretty good like most of the days, but there are just days when I just fucking can't, and I'm so close to walking out, to quitting. And that has nothing to do with like my coworkers. I love my coworkers. It's just the nature of having to be confined to a space and not have my own autonomy over my time. I have no time or energy at the end of the day to do anything because I just have to catch up on my sleep. So that's the biggest struggle for me right now. In a perfect world, I'd be able to just have energy when I come home, go to the gym, record my content, post on YouTube, and call it a day. And this is why I try to stay off of social media whenever I can, but you know, it's everywhere. You see everyone is an entrepreneur and they're in fucking Bali doing ayahuasca and whatever the fuck, and it's like you have to be in an office and everything is not what it seems. But it's just, I have to remind myself to just appreciate where I'm at and to know that nothing is permanent and to take it one step at a time. That's like the solution that I've come up with, trying to find ways to set myself up for success, because I'm perfecting the systems and processes in place so that I can have time for YouTube, and I could have time for a 9-to-5, and I could have time to reach my fitness goals and grow spiritually. But it's like there are only so many hours in a day. I know people are like, oh, but Beyonce has the same 24 hours. Like, it's different when you're going fucking through it and you're overcoming an Adderall addiction, y'all. Everything just feels 10 times harder because you're just trying to get back to your baseline and you're just trying to get back to yourself. I'm just taking it one day at a time. Can you even see my hair, you guys? I have so many aspirations and dreams that have resurfaced from when I was a kid. I suppressed them for so long by allowing myself to conform to the pressure and standards of society and my parents, to be someone that has a secure job, a 6-figure girl boss who makes their parents proud, working in a field that who the fuck cares, you know, like all these things. What I want to do is something that hasn't been done in my family, and I really tried to use a medicine to make me want that. And until the medicine wasn't working anymore and I finally was able to show up as 100% authentically myself, literally my inner child just resurfaced too and reminded me that we want to travel the world and we want to have our own freedom to make our own schedule and to create for a living and do all the things, you know? And I feel like if you're you're someone that has ADHD, you could probably relate because like you're just so much more creative than the average person, and you have amazing, like everyone of course is talented and beautiful in their own right, but like when you have like a hyperactive mind, you're always kind of thinking out of the box. It's just you have to learn how to hone in that energy into whatever craft or whatever passion it is you have, and being able to organize your thoughts and your way of life. Relationships, but more on the topic of friendships. So I've touched on this a little bit on my other videos, but all the friends that I made that were in my life, you guys, they were made when I was like heavy in my Adderall use. And not to say that you can't keep your friends, but the person that I was from the ages of 18 to 24, there are fragments of that person that I resonate with today, but for the most part I am not that person anymore. So I lost all my friendships as far as like girlfriends, all but one, which is nice, but I am a social person. I'm extroverted and I miss having a group of girlfriends, you guys, because full transparency, if I were to get married like today, there would be like no one at my wedding, and that sounds whatever it sounds like, but I would like to be able to have like friendships and like girls that I can trust. To be fair, the friends that I had, I don't like using the word toxic anymore, it doesn't feel right, but like the friends that I had were lessons. I'll just say that they were lessons, and I'm thankful for the relationship as far as the experience, but those are relationships that I choose to leave in the past, even though I know those people are also not the same people. But I want to be able to form new relationships with people that I'm able to have a fresh start with, you know? But yeah, I just don't know how to make friends. Like I used to be a competitive dancer and I would make all my friends that way. So my intention is to somehow get back into a team or something of that sort, but that's like physically impossible right now just because I'm not at that level that I was just yet. I can't commit to the time with my schedule. And on top of that, you guys, my sleep, like I'm at a place right now still where I can't really handle a lot of pressure. Before Adderall, like in high school, I used to be able to handle pressure very well, and I'm trying to get back to that because I believe I can, but I think it's just after everything that I've been through in the past couple of years, not so much like I don't have the confidence, it's just like my body is not at a place physically where I can, you know, train vigorously 5 days a week, go to work at my fucking job, be a good girlfriend, daughter, like it's just something's gotta give. So until I'm able to create a lifestyle where I have more freedom in my job, where I can, you know, take those classes and, you know, have time to be in a team, I can't make that commitment. But in the meantime, I've just been taking dance classes at my local gym that are beginner friendly, so I have like a little taste of what that used to be like, and I could meet people. I still don't know everything, like I don't know what more work I need to do to attract those relationships. So I'm just working actively to remove those blockages so these people can come into my life. But I really want to attract healthy platonic relationships, female, male, whatever the Lord wants for me. This is a sleigh. I haven't had lashes like this in a hot minute. I've always had such a strong desire to travel the world. It's really hard to do that with my current job, but I am setting the intention to create a life where I don't have to wait until I'm 60 and retired to travel. This year I will be going to the Philippines to spread my grandpa's ashes. I haven't been to the Philippines in over 20 years. That's where I'm from, if you haven't guessed, but I'm really excited and I don't know what to expect because I vaguely remember like what it was like. I was a baby, so I don't really have much to go off of, but I want to like brush up on my Tagalog. I'm not fluent. I actually lost most of it. I used to know a lot of the language when I was little, but you know, if you don't use it, you lose it. So if you have any recommendations, if you have any apps or any shows that I should watch to help like learn Tagalog, please let me know because I would love to know. And I'll be there for a month, y'all. Like I dead ass told my job like I'm gonna be on for a month. I'll see you back in July because I'm going. I feel like whenever you give like a vacation request, it's really just a formality because bitch, I'm gonna be on the plane regardless. Y'all, is this not eating? Like, period. I'm gonna go back to the Adderall topic. Struggles. I should have talked this earlier, but weight loss, you guys. I am still struggling. I have actually gained 20 additional pounds from last year. The good thing though is a lot of that has been muscle. I'm still in the high body fat percentage for women. It's actually getting kind of bad because I have a lot of visceral fat. I have so much visceral fat in my stomach area that I have to pee more than the average person. And I've already gotten checked for like diabetes and stuff, and I don't have that. I have normal hormones. It's literally just the fact that I have excess weight there. I'm trying so hard, y'all. I'm trying so hard. I'm going to the gym. I actually know why I'm not losing weight, and it's just the fact that I don't get enough rest and sleep, and my stress levels are pretty high. That has a lot to do with work, but again, I'm setting the intention that can change hopefully in the near future. As I go to the gym and stuff, like I'm trying not to get so hung up on the fact that I haven't lost body fat, but just going because it makes me feel good and I love lifting weights. If I can't be in a caloric deficit, just trying my best to eat foods that are nourishing to my body and less processed, and not going out to eat all the time, and I'm doing that. So I think I'm eating pretty healthy, actually a lot healthier than I used to eat. Let's talk about that, you guys. When I was on Adderall, like I was never conscious about what I ate because for one, I didn't eat much, and prior to being on Adderall, my diet consisted of a lot of carbs, a lot of rice. I was also dancing competitively, so I was so toned and fit the whole time because I was always burning it off. Whereas now, you know, I work such a sedentary job. I have to consciously make an effort to go to the gym and prioritize moving. The way you perceive yourself through weight can make or break your confidence. But I am at a place though where I love my body still. I love my stomach. I think my tummy's cute. But it would also be cute if I didn't have to pee all the time. It would also be cute if I just felt more confident in the summer in a bikini. So, you know, I took off any time restrictions because before, especially when I first quit, I was like, okay, like we're gonna get this body back in a year, and if not, like I'm gonna be really upset. So I just really had to be kinder to myself and give myself more grace. And now I'm just focusing more on creating habits that will stick, like going to the gym, like, you know, 4 to 5 times a week, and just being able to sleep like 8 hours, like at least once a week, you know? So we still have goals, we're just dialing it back a bit, and this whole experience has forced me to get into health and wellness because a bitch needs to get healthy. I don't know how else to say it. It's been a fucking trip. But it's okay. It's gonna be okay. I just want to tell myself that every day. It's gonna be okay. Because it will. Even though it may not feel like it. So sorry for the inconsistent lighting, but as I was saying, being like 50 pounds heavier than that, you know, we love ourselves, we accept ourselves. However, life just feels more comfortable whenever you're literally not holding a 45-pound plate on you at all times. Like Carmelita Fox said it really well. She said something along the lines of like, once you lose the weight, it feels like you're taking bricks out of a backpack. Like, and I feel like I've been holding onto some bricks, bitch. Like heavy ass bricks, and I just want to feel light again, y'all. I just want to feel light and love and all the things, and we're trying so hard. My biggest goals right now involve tending to this channel, being able to build a community of people that are also struggling but also just want to get better while getting better myself. Because for the longest time, y'all, that's also why I didn't post on this channel, because it's like, how am I supposed to help people when I'm not at that place that I want to be? But I'm realizing that just documenting my journey and letting you guys know about the struggles that I'm going through and how I'm overcoming it can be just as motivating, if not more. So I am choosing to be vulnerable and just sharing that with you guys because it also is like therapeutic for me. These things take time. If it's gonna take 10 years, it's gonna take 10 years, and that's that. Like, we're just enjoying the journey. Let me know, you guys, do you want to see weight loss content? Because I really tried, and I posted a few in the past. I just feel like I'm not the most credible person. However, I'm figuring things along the way, like as far as meal prep and workouts and things like that. But I feel like that could be really good just because it helps me when I get off my grind. I kind of forget all the things that I did, and I'm like, what the fuck was I, like, what workouts was I doing? Like, what was I eating to be healthy? So maybe I could just like post for me too, just so I remember. But let me know if you'd be interested in weight loss content, workout, meal prep, things like that. Struggles. What are we struggling with, babe? Like, what are we not struggling with is the question. What are you guys struggling with? Yeah, I think overall it's just balancing. I still feel like I'm drowning. Or is everyone struggling? Is everyone also going through it? I think they are. Just like people don't post that stuff, you know? Organization. Prior to taking Adderall, I was never an organized bitch. I was never an organized person. I wish I was, but I don't know why. I think it's because I'm very artistic. Not to say people who are artistic aren't organized, but like when I'm doing something like my makeup or like cooking, I don't think about putting things back right away, or I haven't developed that habit. I just kind of get the shit done and then I deal with that at the end. I'm trying to rewire my brain to where I clean things after I use them more often, so I'm not having to deep clean my apartment every fucking day. But that's another thing I want to master so I could help you guys, because I feel like I would take Adderall a lot just to be more of an organized person, because I was a lot more organized when I was on the substance. But that in itself is like a limiting belief, because you can be an organized person without Adderall even if your mind is like chaos. You just gotta find those solutions. I feel like someone with ADHD, it's like your mind can be so chaotic and so can your space. So it's like I'm finding that things that put me in a flow state, that is where I need to spend more energy on. I'm just trying to find ways to be more present. I'm trying to just put more energy into making content, also because whenever I'm filming and I'm editing, I'm not on social media. Like I'm in the present moment and I'm working on that. And when I'm organizing too, do you know whenever like you're gonna clean something or organize something, you just feel so like fuck, I really gotta do this shit right now. Like I have to tell myself that if I organize this thing, my future self will thank me and I'll feel so much better after the fact. Thank you so much if you made it to the end of this video. You know I'm a mess, so thank you. Please let me know what you guys want to see. If anything, answer this question. How can I help you in your Adderall journey, or how can I help you in your journey period? What content, what stories do you want to hear? Because I will do that for y'all, because I love y'all. So I hope you have a great week, and until next time, goodbye.